Hey, everybody. Okay, let me get situated like always here, and then we'll get rolling. Okay, thanks for coming in today at 1. I appreciate it. Got a great guest today, but I had the stream earlier and we hung out a little bit. I mentioned that we're having the festival here in town here, Homer Days, and at this moment they're having Homer Davenport his name, and at this moment they're having the Davenport races, which is they, these teams have put these couches on wheels, and one person sits on the couch, and then a team of it pushes, and they have these races. It's kind of a fun thing to do here. But there's the guy that was selling the blues records down that I got about 20-25 records from on Friday. Well, I went back down just to kind of dig through again, just in the last 40 minutes here, and he gave me. I got another whole, probably another, let's see, what was 18 records, and he just gave them to me for like $2 a piece. So it was really great. But some of the highlights I'll just show real quick here. The Stanley Jordan on Blue Note. I don't know the record, but anything $2 for Blue Note is a good deal, obviously. Let's see. Does anybody know Roy Bookbinder, Traveling Man, on ARI label? So listen to that. Of course, if I don't like any of these, I'm just going to sell down at the antique shop. This looks really good. Carrie Bell's Blues Harp. I think it's a repress, but on Delmark. That's kind of a budget label. One that I was really happy to get is this on Prestige. Is Otis Spawn, The Blues Never Die. So that was really cool to get. I mean, $2, can't beat it. And the last one is this John Lee Hooker, this double album, The Cream. You can see here. Anyway, yeah, kind of tickled. I'll probably listen to this right away after the show today. So my guest today is happy to call him a friend at this point. He owns a record shop out in Newport, out on the coast, about an hour and a half ride from me, and it is easily one of my favorite record shops. The inventory, he curates it just incredibly. I always find 74s there that weren't on my list. They're just he's just got a great jazz section. The prices are good, and anyway, so Brandon, welcome to the stage. How you doing,
What's
man?
up, man? Doing good.
How's the weather
Yeah,
in Newport this morning?
it's fantastic.
Good.
We've had a really mild summer. I mean,
Yeah,
it's always mild here, but I don't think we've been above 72. It's crazy.
really. Oh,
Yeah.
is the sun coming
But
out very much?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
we haven't
good.
had any heat whatsoever. It's been amazing, remarkable actually.
Yeah, so let's see, I was out to your shop a couple weeks ago, and it was, I think, about 65 or whatever, and
Yeah.
after I left, I just rode down to the bridge, and the whole bay, it was, like, sunny at your shop, and then,
Uh,
like, what is it, a half a mile, quarter mile to the bridge from your shop?
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
socked in completely. I mean, you
Fog.
couldn't even see the water. It was so
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's
It's,
crazy like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
love Newport.
that really
Yeah.
happens a lot in the summer
Does
too.
it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. People, oh, it's windy. I'm like, yeah, man, it's
It's always
always windy.
windy. Yeah, it's
It's
always
always
windy.
windy.
I like
Yeah,
I like Newport so much more than Lincoln City and Seaside and some of the towns further up north. It doesn't.
yeah,
I mean, it's still obviously you get a lot of tourists on the weekends, and that's great. But it doesn't seem to have that. I never seem to get stuck in traffic in
yeah,
Newport. It doesn't have that. It feels more like uh, it feels more like a local kind of town.
yeah.
You
It's
know, I
it's
mean,
it's
down
pretty
to Old
small.
Town is, yeah, Old Town is cool down
Yeah,
there, and that gets a little jammed up down there, but, you're kind of up on the high ground there.
yeah.
Um,
It's not really a tourist area where I'm at.
yeah,
It's just the 101. So
cool.
yeah,
So, now you're not a native Oregonian. Where did you grow up?
I'm not. I grew up in the LA area, Southern
Okay,
California, as a kid, Pasadena, and then later on we moved east about 30 minutes, West Covina area.
okay,
Um, and yeah, that's where I went to high school and stuff like that.
okay. Did
Uh,
you, Were you into music from the start, right from the giddy up?
Yeah, my parents always were. The typical Beatles and Elvis. My dad has a massive Elvis
Oh,
collection,
does he?
still does. Oh yeah. I think he's got just about every 45 you could get
No kidding. Does he
from
still live down in
Elvis.
Southern California?
He's in Central California now.
Central. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so music goes back as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
And we used to go to a store called Canterbury in Pasadena, and I
Okay.
think it's still there.
Okay. I'm sure some of our
And
LA, BC guys will know that store probably.
yeah, and I thought as a little kid, I've since visited it maybe about 10 years ago, but as a little kid, I thought it was massive.
Yeah.
And then you go back and you're like, oh, it's actually not that
Isn't
big.
that interesting how things seem so big when we're a kid and we
Yeah,
see them 20 or 30 years later and we're
yeah.
just like, oh, this is a little different than I thought.
But yeah, I just fell in
Was it
love with the whole
records?
thing.
Was it records back then, or were you
Yeah.
cassettes or
This was probably 74 or 5, somewhere in there.
okay.
The first time I was in there with my dad.
All right.
I didn't really start collecting till I was kind of a baseball card kid at
So
that.
was I.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And I collected baseball cards until about 81. But
Okay.
somewhere around 79, the summer of 79, I used to go to this chain called Licorice Pizza. I actually didn't know it was a chain. I thought it was just, yeah, this is the store in our town.
Yeah, like the Paul
And
Thomas Anderson movie. That's Licorice Pizza. Okay.
Licorice Pizza, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a chain in LA. And I think there's like a revitalized Licorice Pizza now. It's
Okay.
not the same though. I think they're more into merch and things like that. But
All right.
so some form of it still exists. But anyway, that that was just an amazing experience going in there.
Yeah.
And when I started collecting records, it was mainly singles. That's
Oh,
all I could
really?
afford.
Okay.
Yeah, if I got a record, it was, his birthday or Christmas or things like that.
Okay.
So, um,
Did
so it
you
was
do
a,
you remember when you first got your own did you have a record player for your room, or did you play them on dad's
yeah.
turntable?
So that same year, yes, I we used the family turntable, but I got my own. I think it was an Emerson or some crappy
Okay.
turntable.
Yeah.
And that year, 79. Yeah.
That's
And then
awesome.
later on, I got a Sony, just upgrading
Yeah.
through the years.
I remember you telling me that are you into post-punk? Is that your or is it new wave?
Um, if
Or is
I
that the
think
same?
about my collection now, which is probably, I don't know, maybe 4,000 and change,
Mhm.
I would say the majority is post-punk, and the stuff
Okay.
that I don't want to sell is post-punk. However, I have sold 12-inch singles out of my collection. Up until
Okay.
having a record store, I never sold a single record. I've given some away, but I never sold a single record until I opened the store.
Okay.
And but once I did that, I actually made a big 12-inch section, and
Oh,
I
okay.
sold a lot of my 12-inch singles.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I have a lot of questions about
oh
the
yeah, yeah,
store.
yeah.
Let's go now, did you move east for a while?
Well, yeah, I worked for a big box company for almost 30 years, and
Okay.
I actually used to work in a record store too, chain
Okay.
Warehouse Music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the summer of 91 we stopped carrying records, and that it just wasn't as appealing to me. I
Hmm.
never got into the CDs as much. I have some, but
Sure.
never got into it as much as other you know, friends did and stuff.
You
I was
know,
more
in the
fast.
so from what I hear, like in the early '90s when CDs were coming on strong, they weren't pressing as many records. So subsequently, the early '90s, mid '90s stuff can be kind of pricey, can't it? Because they're
It
not as many.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about Warehouse, which was a pretty big chain, I don't know how many stores we were back in the middle of 91, but for a big chain like that to say, yeah, we're done with records. And our records went to a bigger volume store and so on and so forth. But
Mm.
eventually, I think by 92 or so, there wasn't, as far as I know, I couldn't go into a warehouse and get records anymore. I
Okay.
had to go to Tower, which
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
to still get records. But even them, they didn't have as much at that point, which makes those records more valuable. There
Yeah.
wasn't an outlet to sell them like there used to be,
Yeah.
or Eddie at that time. So yeah, all your grunge records, they're all very
Yeah.
expensive now for the first
Right.
ones.
Right.
So
What when you in the 80s there, so you're a teenager in the 80s, what were a couple albums that you that you could say were part of the soundtrack to your life? Like that really just, you can listen to them again today and just take yourself right back.
well, I was always a post-punk kid for sure. I liked the New Order and the Joy Division and all that. But once I went to concerts, and that's more of the mid 80s for me, and I went to a Depeche Mode concert, I was like blown away by
Yeah.
these guys. And I have a neat one here. So this is my favorite Depeche Mode record.
Okay.
But this is a cool little story that happened in my store. This is I think it's a 2022 pressing, so it's not the current pressing, it's the last pressing, the second to last. Anyways, of course, I have an original of this because it's one of my
Hmm.
favorite bands, but this is not that. Anyways, I have an online shop, and I sent this to a guy. I think it was out in Ohio or something, and he's like, "This record's no good. It's the wrong record." So on side one, it's Music for the Masses, which is my favorite record. Side
Huh.
two is Violator.
No
So,
kidding.
and the guy sent it back. I'm like, oh my
Wow.
God. When, when he said he was going to send it back, I was like, okay,
I mean, that's
I'll
got to
get
be
you
like a
another one.
one-off almost. Yeah.
Yes, crazy. I've never heard of that. I've seen different labels. I've seen wrong labels. I've seen both our side ones.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen, and these records came one after the other. This is 1987, I think, and this is
Okay.
90.
All right.
All right, so I've never seen a record that on one side is one record and the other side's another record.
Is it like the A side to one and the B side to the other,
Yeah,
or?
the A
Oh, okay.
side to Music for the Masses and the B side to
Isn't that
Violator.
interesting? Does it kind of makes you like when they're installing the plates for the press and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff, you would think there's got to be some intention there. Like it can't just be,
yeah, the switch over, right? It has to be
yeah. How does,
I don't know.
somebody that's like,
Or someone wanted to make one. I have no
isn't
idea.
that wild?
So I am so happy to have it. I treasure it more than my original.
I bet. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So
So like,
Depeche Mode is your favorite band?
it's so hard. I
Yeah.
mean,
One of
I
them up there.
I
Yeah.
love Bowie.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan, and um, and then the last 10, 15 years, I've mainly been collecting jazz, but
Jazz. Right.
um, but Pink Floyd is so special to me because um, it spawned so many other things to listen to.
Hmm.
Bands similar to Pink Floyd, but from other countries, like Eloy. Ever heard of Eloy?
I have heard of them, but I haven't listened to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they're like Pink Floyd. They're like the German Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Um,
Were
if
they
that,
around in 74, I wonder?
oh yeah, yeah. They were. I think their first record is like 71. Let's
Okay.
see. I think I pulled one for you. Yeah. So this is their first. The inside.
Oh, cool cover.
Yeah. All their covers are cool. In fact, their
Oh,
covers are. I would say their covers are cooler than Pink Floyd.
yeah.
The music is a step down,
Okay.
but it's close. It's
Yeah.
real cool.
I'll have to
It's
check
really
their
cool.
catalog out.
If you like, progressive rock, I'm not one of those guys that just can sit on one record forever. I like to explore and be
Yeah.
surprised. I like weird things,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
So, you worked for this place for 30 plus years.
yeah.
What was the when did you start thinking about opening a record shop, or what got you thinking about opening a record shop?
Um, well, if you work in the big box world, as long as I did, um, there's times in that career where you get jerked around a little bit.
Sure.
And I, as a kid, my dad had a hobby shop.
Oh, really?
So I
Oh,
always had
neat.
it in the back of my head, oh, maybe I should try to have something that I like, comics, baseball cards,
Yeah.
records, something, toys, I don't know.
Okay.
And but I kind of put that away, I didn't really think about that. But once I started, I guess I was probably maybe around 2012. I started thinking about it. 2013, somewhere
Okay.
in there.
And you were
Yeah.
in California at that time?
I was I was here. I wasn't
Oh, really?
actually, I was close. So my last day in Oregon for my first stint was January 2nd, 2012.
Okay.
So that's right around the time I started
In
thinking about it.
Newport?
No, in
No,
Portland
in Portland.
or
Okay.
Clackamas,
Okay.
actually. Yeah,
So
Portland
that
area.
that I think that you told me one time you had thought about opening a record shop in Portland. What
I
was
thought about it, but
Yeah, it's a crowded market there.
it's a crowded market, but that's not the part that I worry about. It's really like the fight to get records. I'm
Right.
sure I'm sure it's
Right.
fierce.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, when we lived in Southern California, my wife and I, we liked going to the coast,
Mm,
and we knew we couldn't live in Laguna. I mean,
right.
we just didn't have the funds for that.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, how about the Oregon coast? Whenever we had a weekend, we would go
Mhm.
to the when we had a weekend off together, we'd go to the coast, and we always enjoyed it. Either Lincoln City, Seaside, or
Mhm.
the usual,
Yeah. Yeah.
Newport. And so yeah, Newport was kind of our number one pick. So
Yeah.
that's where we ended up.
And you're the only record shop in town. I mean, there's, some antique shops and stuff like antique malls and stuff with records, but
There's Yeah, there's
but
antique malls, but I mean the coast is pretty much every town has one now, maybe
yeah.
short of like a Cannon Beach. I don't think they do,
Right.
but most of them do now.
Yeah. Which
Astoria.
is probably good you don't have competition in Newport, but it's good that people are going to the coast for records.
Yeah, and
Uh,
we're all different.
yeah.
So Astoria is probably the most similar to me in that they're mixed use and new. And
Okay.
then Lincoln City is mainly new. And then down in Florence, there's Albatross.
Oh, I
Real
haven't heard
nice,
of them.
real
Okay.
nice guy. Yeah, if you can get down there.
Okay.
He's used shop. So yeah,
Okay.
you'll definitely find stuff down there that
I'll,
you
maybe
yeah.
in August sometime, I'll ride the bike down to Eugene, go out to Florence, and then up to see you.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
that'd
good.
be a good
Okay.
drive.
Good
Yeah,
ride, yeah.
yeah,
So you just did you move to Newport, thinking you were gonna open a shop, or did you just
yeah.
wanna Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. We once so when we left Oregon, we went to Illinois, Chicago, and then was there for a few years, and then went to Connecticut for the second time. Um, when I when I was in Connecticut, the whole time it was a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, it
To
was
get back
always
to the West Coast
it
and
was, yeah.
Okay.
So I said, when I hit 50 years old, that's it. I'm done with
Yeah.
this. And I got close to that with the pandemic. I missed it slightly, but
Mhm.
got close to that. Just didn't make sense to try to do all that with the
Yeah,
pandemic.
no doubt,
So
no
I
doubt.
I delayed it a year, but
Um, when you so when you came out, you found how hard was it to find a spot in Newport, like a location? You have, I mean, I love the location. It's right on the main strip there at the top of the hill, kind of. And
So believe
yeah,
it or not, it was the house. It
okay,
was brutal. 13 months of nonstop and lost 4 or 5 houses in
wow,
the bidding process, you know.
no kidding.
Yeah. Um, but the shop came real easy. It was weird.
Okay,
Just luck of the draw, I guess. Super easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been almost 4 years,
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
no regrets.
Absolutely not.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something that I always wanted to do. Um, you know, and I was always proud of my dad doing it because he was a machinist. He did outsourcing work for JPL,
Okay.
uh, and he did a great job and all that. And he just, no, I'm done. I'm gonna open up a hobby shop.
Was he into
And
like trains or what was
yeah,
his?
yeah,
Okay.
his favorite thing was trains for
Oh,
sure.
neat. Man, that would have been
Yeah.
awesome as a kid
Oh yeah, it was
with a
great.
dad that was
Yeah.
into that.
Oh, and
Very cool.
he still has an elaborate layout. Oh,
Really?
oh yeah, really
Oh,
cool.
that's
Yeah,
cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. It seems like a toy of yesteryear for sure, but it's still cool.
There's
Still,
a but there is a dedicated subculture, isn't there, on for model trains and stuff like that. The minutia that you can get into with
oh
all
man,
the tracks and the track widths and
yeah,
gauges, I guess they call them and stuff like that.
it's
Pretty
crazy.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and expensive. Oh man,
Right. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
So so you get the store, you're starting to paint the walls, do what you need to do. Were you at that point did you to get inventory, I hear from guys that own shops, they bring in a lot of their own collection to get it
yeah,
rolling.
for sure. Yeah, when we left Connecticut, I probably had about 7,400. So I had a whole
Mhm.
bedroom full of records all the way around, and then our dining room records all the way around.
Really? Oh, wow.
My wife is so cool.
That she
And
must be awesome.
yeah.
That's cool.
So I don't know how many I put in, maybe 2,500, give or
Okay.
take a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
So to
do you
get it
stock?
going.
How many is in the store now, new and
Um
used together?
that are out, priced, cleaned and all that, maybe 6,000, sixty five
Okay.
hundred.
The
Yeah.
one thing I will say is I have not come across a shop that does a better job of packaging and the label, and you put the year on it, and everything is just spotless, and,
Yeah.
I always it's so cool when I'm just digging for 74s, I can roll through your inventory because you've got all the years on just
Yeah.
about every single
But
one
that's the year of the pressing. That's the
of the
only thing.
pressing, right, I
Yeah.
there's the
But I do have it in the database where I could put in the year
yeah.
and pull it all up that way though.
And
But yeah,
that's so nice, and just about everything is on an outer sleeve with the
yeah,
fold over. It's just top notch, and everything, all the records are spotless. I've
thanks.
always just been really impressed. I must have gotten over the several times between 30 and 40 74s from you, and always stuff that's not on my list that I'll find. Your jazz section's really good too.
Yeah, well,
Which
that's kind of my favorite thing right
Yeah,
now.
which leads me to the question is about finding collections and finding records. Tell me a little bit about what you do, how you find stuff.
Everything. I try to do whatever I can. One thing that's cool about our area though, good and bad, it's very transitory. People are coming and going like crazy.
Sure.
People do not stay long in these
Okay.
little towns, you know.
Yeah.
And why? I don't know. I mean, the pizza's real bad. Maybe that's why. I don't know. It's terrible. But
How's the Mexican restaurant next to you?
oh yeah, they're fine.
Pretty
You
good?
know, it's not SoCal quality,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
cool.
there's no place to get sandwiches. There's no
Yeah.
pizza. So
Yeah.
yeah, that I'm sure that gnaws on people.
You can get chowder.
You get great chowder
Great
and
chowder.
great fish. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
But you
is it
expect that.
yeah, of course. Is it mostly people bringing in, do you advertise at all for collections, or is it mostly
I
just people
don't.
walking in the door? Okay.
People walking in the door. Um, I always look at Craigslist for the coast.
Still Craigslist. People are using Craigslist, huh?
Once in a while, I'll get
Okay.
a hit, and you know, I'll drive wherever I have to go. I've gone, um, south of Coos Bay, and
Okay.
I'll go wherever I got to go to get a
Yeah.
good collection. If it's good, I'll go. Because that's what I'm pretty much working 6.5 days a week.
Yeah.
Because the days off, I'm getting
And
records.
cleaning records and
Yeah.
packaging them, pricing them.
Last week it was a big country collection. So,
Oh,
which
really?
are,
It's
there's
a
only
mixed
so
bag.
many
Country is.
country,
Yeah.
there's only so many artists that sell,
Yeah.
unfortunately, when it's an older collection. But
Right.
I bought an old record store last summer,
Oh, really?
from Tacoma called Dusty Discs. I bought all
Okay.
their stock. I didn't buy their 45s. We couldn't come to the right price on that
Yeah.
for him or for me. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I bought the stock of an old store. So
What's
yeah,
the ratio basically of people wanting, I had this lady get a hold of me, or a friend told me to give her a call. She's in a retirement home here, and she has a bunch of records, and they're all, you know, Charlie Pride, Henry Mancini, Ray Price, just all the thrift store 50-cent
yeah,
stuff basically. But she
yeah,
had gone on eBay and looked at what the most expensive one is selling. And of course you can find a Charlie Pride for $50 on eBay if you want,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. But hard to
And
find a Charlie Pride that sold for $50.
exactly. She didn't know to look at the
Yeah,
sold. She knew that I sell some of them in the antique mall here in town,
yeah.
and, so she was like, "You can sell this one for $60, or you can sell this one, and I'll give you a good price for it." So she was a wonderful lady she
Yeah.
moved up here, but she had a great, like, South Carolina accent and whatever, so it was fun talking to her. But do you get a lot of people that think that their records are more valuable than what they are?
Yeah, for sure. And folks forget about the condition too.
That's a big one,
It
isn't it?
matters, man.
It really does.
Especially with me, is that I don't even try to. Of course, I have to do a visual grade when I buy records.
Yeah.
I can't clean them all.
But if you're
And
buying 500 records, to pull out every single one,
you can't do
you
it.
can't do it.
No,
You
you
kinda
just got to do
gotta.
the best you can. And
Mm,
a lot of people have the same stuff, so you already know kind of what those go for.
yeah.
Um, and you check 20 or 30 of them out if it's like a 500 collection, unless you want to spend all day.
Right.
Sometimes people that are big time collectors and you can see they've taken care of it, they'll do a drop off, and then I could take time with them.
Ah,
I'll if it's like $100 record, I'll clean that sucker and make
yeah.
sure it plays like $100 record too. Like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna someone brings in like a original Ride the Lightning Metallica,
Mhm.
I got to make sure that thing
Yeah,
sounds right.
for sure.
So yeah,
So
so that those records are different, and then I'll ask him, hey, can I put it through my cleaning machine,
okay.
so that.
Do you use an ultrasonic cleaner?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do
I
you
I would I So right behind us here, I have a project cleaner, the
okay,
vacuum one,
okay.
and definitely a step up from the old manual ones,
Spin clean, yeah.
spin cleans. And but spin clean's fine,
I
but it
use it.
has,
It works
yeah,
okay. I
it's
like
fine.
the process, the
Yeah,
meditative process of doing it, while I'm listening to records, and
I
it
think the
works
part
okay.
that's hard about it is you have to get your whole setup ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
it
get your
takes me a little
table
bit,
up.
get
Yeah,
the microfiber, and I built a
yeah,
little drying rack and all that
yeah,
stuff. So that does take a little bit,
yeah,
and then you only do so many, and you gotta change the water out
yeah,
and whatnot, but I enjoy it.
yeah.
But
I
if in a record store, you gotta have a step up from that though, right?
I mean, I say yes, but I
Yeah.
tell you what, man, because I'm a big time collector too. I go everywhere to look at records. A lot of folks don't clean.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
And a lot of times I mean, I think everything unless I'm selling a record for $5 or less and it's not filthy, I won't generally clean that, but I clean everything because, a record will look clean
yeah,
and I'll put it on and it'll have surface noise or pops or
yeah.
whatever, and I clean it and it changes the whole thing, even though it
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
look much different.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
wild.
I've had some records that look perfect and they're noisy as heck,
Yeah.
and I've done everything to them, but they're probably on a bad needle, bad
Yeah.
turntable, not balanced right. I don't know. And then in the other way, I've seen some scorched records,
Yeah.
but
That
they
play
play
okay.
amazing. Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing with the older records. Um, Not only is the record thicker, which that isn't always the best thing now
Right.
because a lot of the new records are thick, but the groove is deeper.
Okay.
That's my belief anyway, because
Yeah.
I mean, some of these records are like, oh, this is going to sound terrible, and
Yeah.
it's great, you
Yeah,
know.
I've gotten a few, like an older Bob Dylan, 2-eye Columbia or whatever that looks
Yeah,
hammered, and I'll clean it, but it's still got what looks like scratches on it or whatever, and it plays great. It just
yeah,
it plays right along, and if I'm selling it, I'll make a note on it that I play graded it, no skips,
yeah.
sounds great, just so because when they
Yeah,
pull it out, I mean, somebody who's gonna buy that album isn't
yeah,
just they know what they're looking for. He's gonna pull
yeah.
it out and he's gonna see, "Man, this doesn't look good," or whatever. O Of course,
Well,
you can't price a record high that even
no,
looks bad,
I
even
don't
if
think
it does
it's.
play good.
I don't think it's fair. Yeah,
Right, right, it needs to
yeah.
look good to price it high
But
enough.
I will say that when you get records in the mid 50s, some Dizzy records or things like that.
Mhm.
Man, you're going to be looking a long time if you're just looking for a Stone Mint copy. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's okay, you know.
Yeah, I
So,
have, some I like to collect the living stereo, the RCA living stereo ones, and, some of those that classical music where it's got lots of quiet moments and stuff like that, you'll hear some surface noise, I mean, the record looks absolutely spotless,
yeah,
but you just can't it's hard to get away from on original presses, that is, not the audio mobile, uh, fidelity and that kinda stuff, but the original stuff, it's hard to find something that's super, super quiet
yeah,
on those, 60-year-old records and stuff like that, but
yeah.
so you just it's just part of the charm, I guess, to some reason, but there is such
It's,
a wide range of quality when it comes to records and how they play and and it's not just the condition of the records, of course, it's the pressing too and the mastering and all that kind of stuff, and I'm granted, I'm still pretty much a rookie and I'm learning there's so much to learn.
I'm learning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it looks like Monarch pressings bring more money than, Terre Haute or, Hollywood or
Um,
whatever, maybe.
yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the Doors,
Yeah,
because it's, you want to kind of get the where the first one was.
okay,
So the Doors Monarch pressings are definitely the ones to
okay.
get, you
Like,
know.
with the living stereo, the pressing that seem to be nicer quality are the Indianapolis. They're
Really?
thicker,
See, I didn't know that.
the edges are rounder as opposed to a sharper edge, and they just
Uh,
feel
I
more
love the
quality.
way those old records
They
feel
feel
when they have
awesome.
that round edge.
Yeah, they just feel
Man,
there's some substance to that, isn't there? It's really
awesome.
neat. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you pull it out, you're like, whoa, this is
Yeah,
sweet.
and when I'm in a thrift shop or something, going through just and I find a living stereo that I don't have, and it's, $3 or whatever, and 9 times out of 10, I'm pulling out and it's not gonna look good, but when I pull one out that it's looks like it's never been played, sometimes the sleeve will be upright, so you have to actually pull the whole sleeve out to get it, and you know that maybe somebody played it once or twice and just had it in grandma's cabinet or something like that.
Yeah.
And to pull that out and there's a little bit of dust on it or whatever, but it just looks crispy new and stuff. That's super. Then you get it home, clean it, put it in the outer sleeve.
Yeah.
It's a drug, man. It just really, it really is.
My first collection that I got when I opened the store was probably 2 or 3 days after I opened.
Okay.
These old folks came in, they're probably in their mid to late 80s, and they had a beautiful classical collection,
Mm,
and they were proud of it, and that it was taken care of
yeah.
for 60, 70 years. And
Yeah.
they even had the sleeves and everything. I actually have a couple packs still of the original outer sleeves that you could get back in those days.
Oh, really?
So there
Okay.
was stuff you could get to keep your records in
Yeah.
good condition even back then, but not too many people bought them.
Yeah,
These
indeed.
folks did. And oddly enough, they had two original Miles Davises in there, Porgy and Bess, and they had Bitches Brew of all
Oh,
things.
wow.
And so I'm like, man, most of these records are, kind of on the lower side, but you got two winners here.
Yeah.
So they were really happy. And
That's
I was too, that
yeah.
any collection, I don't care what genre it is, when it's taken care of that well, that's special to me. And maybe
Yeah.
because I started off as a baseball card collector, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I care about all that stuff. So
You you sense that appreciation from them, right?
yeah.
That it meant something to them to have these records. We're gonna be at a point in our life sometime where we're gonna say goodbye to probably I mean, I don't know, are you a person that you're just gonna die with all your records or
I'm
will you
dying with I'm
Yeah.
not all of them,
Yeah.
but there's definitely a lot of them. They got to be with me. I've
Yeah.
been a collector my whole life. I don't have any number or anything that I'm supposed to have.
Yeah.
That means nothing to me, but there's certain records that I just love so much. It ain't gonna be me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my wife or somebody from my
Okay.
family. Whatever happens to them happens to them. I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
not here, but they will be with me
Yeah.
to the end.
So in that sense, it's not about the value or the money because, of course, if in
Yeah.
in 20 years in our twilight or whatever, uh, the records are going to be worth, I mean, probably more than they are now. Who
I
knows?
don't know. I
But it's
hope
not about
so.
the value for you.
I hope so. We'll see. It's a
Yeah.
it's a bizarre thing because, like I said, I am a mixed store, new and used.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's interesting because the kids just buy new. They
Really?
they mainly buy new. It's really
Huh.
bizarre. Most of the kids buy new records.
Yeah.
They don't buy used ones.
Yeah. You do.
So
You do have a great selection of new stuff too. I mean, it's not.
yeah, I try
You
to
keep them.
keep up the best I can with it. You
Yeah.
can't get them all. There's no
Sure.
way. You're talking about 120 to 170 releases a week.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
That's.
And I'm adding CDs with that. But if it's
Yeah.
just records, it's probably, I don't know,
So
80, 90, something like
do
that.
you, when you're deciding which new records to order, what's that process?
Um, I get the ones that I know and love. Of course,
Yeah,
get your store's got to have, you know, your personality and stuff like that.
yeah,
So I will get a lot of the jazz records, of course, as many as I can, because
yeah,
they don't move that fast, but I
okay,
like them anyway.
yeah.
So I'll get those. I get some of the new pop artists because that's what the kids
Sure, I mean, you gotta
want.
have Taylor Swift, you gotta have
Yeah, if
her,
she's gonna have a new record, I'm not gonna pass on it. Like, oh
yeah,
no, I'm not gonna get any Taylor
right,
Swift.
right, yeah,
So yeah, you're gonna have your Sabrina Carpenters, your Billie Eilish, your Taylor Swift,
yeah.
and hey, we all got to start somewhere,
Absolutely,
you know.
yeah. I hear that, like my daughter has several, Taylor Swift albums and a few and they don't open them even. They just sit
Yeah,
on the shelf.
that is crazy to me
Isn't that wild?
because I think that's the whole reason why I left baseball cards and came over to records.
Yeah.
Not only, you know, not only is it cool like a baseball card is, but crap, I can play it too.
Indeed,
I'm
right?
doing.
Yeah, which is very cool.
Yeah, so
Do you have, now I know you have regulars that come in. Are
yeah.
you do you is
Thank
there
thank goodness for them.
yeah, right? Is there, so I'm sure you see at least a couple people every week and, even if they're not getting anything, come in to shoot the breeze and see
Yeah,
what's
say
up.
hello. Yep.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and, one thing that I kind of a sidebar, one thing that I appreciate in record shops, and there are record shops that don't have it, the new arrival bins,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you do your flip videos on your Instagram and stuff like that, so I'm always checking to see what's in there. If
Yeah.
there's something I need, I'll run out or have you put it in the mail to me or something, but, the that new arrival thing is when you're a regular, you kinda count on that, don't you?
Yeah, a lot of them just hit that, and that's
And
it.
they're gone. Yeah,
Yeah, because, not everybody has the time to go through everything. I tried to design the store to be able to be fast if you wanted to, though,
yeah,
because a lot of people in our area here in Newport, they're vacationing.
right.
So there's always a time limit in the back of, at least I think,
Yes, yes.
your wife or your significant other is only going to
That's
take
right.
it for
Yeah.
so long.
When I'm on my bike by myself, I can spend 2 hours in the shop, but
Yeah,
when the whole family's with me, they're walking
yeah,
or I'm saying, "Listen, I'm going up to Northwest Grooves, I'm gonna be there,"
yeah,
so they'll give me some extra they're always very good about that, but yeah,
yeah,
there's gotta be when you're with your significant other and she or
yeah,
he's not into records. Yeah. Yeah, your
yeah,
shop is very well organized. If you're looking
yeah,
for jazz, it's right there,
yeah,
and you've got a prog section too, which is really I found some really cool stuff in the
yeah.
prog, the Amandoul 2, which I'd never seen before.
Oh, yeah, they're
Hijack,
cool.
great
Yeah,
album, yeah,
they're
and some
awesome.
I think it's a I think it was it a UK press or a German press, maybe, something like that. It was kinda
Yeah,
cool.
they're most of those you'll find when it comes to Amon Duel are either going to be UK or German.
Yeah,
There's not that many US pressings of those kinds of bands. They're really unique where they're prog, but they're psych too,
yeah,
and a
yeah,
acidy.
yeah,
Yeah, really cool.
great art too, love the art.
Oh yeah. The
Um,
Germans, man, they
I
really
know, right?
their artists were amazing.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you, what can you, relay a story of finding a collection that still kinda sticks with you and I'm not necessarily that got all the I mean, or maybe that you got, somebody just said $50 and take them all, or and there was some just real heavy hitters in there, or yeah, what's like a collection story?
Um, man, I don't have like I'm still waiting.
Are you?
I'm still waiting for the like super collection to come through.
Okay.
That when I say that, um, it it's records that I want, which is probably not a good thing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You
Like,
have to decide
so
whether to
I've
put them
had
out or
really cool punk collections come in, some first wave, a lot of Misfits, 80s Misfits, which they sell. I mean,
instantly.
you put them out on Thursday, by Saturday, it's gone.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. This lady um, came in, unfortunately, because of a passing, a second wave punk collection. Um, your Operation Ivy, these kinds of things. Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
excellent. I'm all first pressings, it's crazy. But I haven't like had a someone come in with original grunge records or anything like that,
Okay.
like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Nothing like that yet.
We might have to wait 10 or 15 years before that stuff starts
Well, I
coming
might have to save my wallet for
out.
10 or
Right.
15 years to be
Yeah, if
able
they
to
know
buy.
what they have, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I'm honest,
You are.
and
Yeah,
if it's
absolutely.
if it's a like someone's walking in with Nirvana first record pressing, I'll just tell them straight up, I can't afford it. This
What does
is
that go for retail?
Nevermind. I think is like 1,000 to 1,200. I think
Really?
for a top copy. Um, the first Nirvana record, I think on the white vinyl, that one's big money now. Yeah, I mean there are all those grunge records, for
Yeah,
first pressings, they're pricey.
right.
They're hard to get. Um, so yeah, so the some records I I just can't justify it. I think the most expensive record right now in my store, I think, is a Jurassic Park second press waxwork, or is it Mondo? It's still sealed. It's like 185, but those things
Oh,
can
really?
go up to 300 now. It's like,
Really?
man,
Huh.
even at 185, I feel like it's kind of high. So
Yeah.
the highest record I sold is around that price. Jimi Hendrix Mono
Okay.
UK first press.
Okay.
So, but
I
yeah, so I really haven't. So I haven't made a sale for over a $200 record or anything.
okay.
I have some,
Sure. I'm sure
um,
you do.
but I haven't. Yeah.
Um, do you get very many people that that give you a hard time about records at all? Anything? Any? Do people ever cause a fuss or anything like that, or is it pretty much easy going?
For the most part, it's been really nice. I think the only kind of weird story I have, and it's not that elaborate or anything. This lady came in with Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, Van Halen,
Mm-hmm.
and which, of course, that's an early '90s record. It's like $100 record, and I think I offered her $65 for it.
Oh, that's strong.
Yeah, offered her 65, and I shouldn't have. Guess what? I
Oh,
didn't clean it and I didn't play it, and it had a big old issue with it from the manufacturer, like a manufacturer
oh,
defect.
okay.
And anyways, she called me the next day and said, "You ripped me off. You ripped me off." And I want that record back. I'll give you your $65 back. And I'm like, okay,
Okay, no problem.
you just bailed me out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, so I was like, that's so funny. It could happen.
That's
I got
funny.
lucky. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
totally lucky. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see it. This big old manufacturer's defect. The needle would hit it, and go boom, boom.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
side two, there was a track just gone.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
So,
I had my first experience a couple weeks ago with a manufacturer's defect on a Shuggy Otis album from Music Millennium.
oh,
Just
really?
it was a repress,
Yeah.
and the first 2 tracks of each side had a whoosh in it,
Oh,
and
crazy.
I took it in, he put it on the table there, played it, sure enough, and just gave me another copy, and it sounds fantastic.
Oh,
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that was great. The one thing about I mean, Music Millennium is kinda like the preeminent, it's the one that's been there forever in Portland, stuff like that, but
Yeah,
I just
great.
find I have to wade through so much new stuff to find the used stuff there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Portland, for its size, I lived there from '06 to 12. So now you got a lot more stores there, of
Mhm.
course, but for the size of the town, it's a pretty darn good
It
record
sure is.
town.
Yeah. Um,
Um, it's for sure. So the problem with Music Millennium now, when they had the records upstairs, all the
mhm.
records used to be on the second level
Oh,
there.
really? Okay.
Yeah, back then you could find a lot of gems because mid 2000s it wasn't that hot yet. It was definitely
Okay.
on the way back.
Yeah.
But to now, like, I think there's so much competition there. And I had a guy that works there now,
Uh-huh.
come in last summer to my shop, and he's like, "Well, we got like 13 people working here, It's like,
Yeah.
so it's got to go through them first."
It's quite the place,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And, yeah, if you've got 13 people that see something coming in, they've gotta all pass on it before I guess it
yeah, I mean, if
yeah.
you work at a record store, guess what? You're gonna collect something.
Yeah.
And these days, I'm sure most of the guys that work there and gals probably buy records.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
getting the first dibs on it.
Now it's just you at
Um,
your shop, right?
Just me and my wife. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I
That's
haven't
it.
met
And
her yet, but
yeah, I mean, that was part of the, I guess, journey and like thought process too.
mhm.
So, Chicago is probably at least in my opinion, and going to a lot of shops, and seeing a lot of different cities, I think it's the best.
Oh, really?
Man, when you talk about the inventory, the volume, the amount of cool records that you can get, New York might have more, but there's more competition. It's harder to get
Okay.
good records.
Yeah.
So that's where we were thinking possibly to going to Chicago to do this,
Okay.
but it would have been a different animal. I
Yeah,
would
for
have to
sure.
have a big old crew and everything.
Yeah.
And after again working in this big box environment for so long and having all these people under me, I just didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
totally enjoying myself.
there's something to
Just
be said for not having to worry about payroll and all that, all the
yeah,
administrative part of
yeah.
doing that.
And
Just
maybe when I
doing
wind down a little bit, um, maybe someday I'll have to do that.
yeah.
But right now, I'm totally enjoying the way it is.
Yeah. Do you have a um have you forecasted like I want to do this for the next 10 years, or you just man and just enjoying it enough you'd go until you retire?
Yeah, I think so. Go until I retire. That's the idea. I hope,
Yeah.
knock on wood.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a crazy world out there,
It is. Who knows what's
It
happening?
feels like it could just switch on the dime.
It does. It does feel
So,
like that where I'm all kind of wondering what
yeah,
I sometimes I'll be
what's
in the
next?
situation like, should I be buying records right now?
Yeah.
It's like, oh hell yes, of course. You got to live your life,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And music is just so gratifying to,
Yeah.
yeah. So do
We're
you have
so lucky to
so
to
lucky?
to be able to have these things.
Yeah.
I actually feel sorry for people that don't have this stuff in their life.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
And
I can't explain
it's a
it.
never-ending rabbit hole too. I mean, you could be
Yeah.
in it for 50 years and still learn
Oh yeah.
more about it, as I'm sure you know.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm totally impressed by some folks' knowledge of music and stuff. And maybe mine's not as deep because I'm so broad.
mhm. I've
Uh,
just
but I
it's
like
so
that. That's my thing that I like. I like going down the rabbit hole.
yeah, yeah, like,
So,
I'm learning about the Living Stereo and or Alligator Records, out of
oh
Chicago and
yeah.
all of
Oh man, those
those
are
have been
great.
really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
just, affordable, very good quality,
Yeah,
and,
they're thin,
yeah,
but
but they sound
they're
great.
great. They're great
Those,
records. Yeah.
I still lo 2 of my favorite 74s are they were in the new arrivals. I don't know
Oh,
if it was the first
you
time the
got the
Fenton
promos.
yeah, those white
Yeah.
label promos of the, Fenton Robinson and, Hound Dog Taylor,
Yeah.
and, I listen to those on the regular every month. They're so good. 2 of my favorite
Yeah.
albums from '74. Very ve feel very lucky to pick those up from you.
Yeah, we have a lot of DJs around here, so a lot of DJ copies, which
Okay.
those came from a DJ out
Yeah,
of San
yeah,
Jose, I think.
and they were
Yeah.
spotless, absolutely spotless. They look brand new. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he mostly traded in um jazz records,
Oh, really?
but
Okay.
he
You had
had some
those?
blues too. He
Okay.
actually brought some records in about 6 weeks ago,
Oh, really?
mainly jazz this
Okay.
time. But yeah,
What
you never know.
what are you looking for your, do you collect a certain label in jazz like Prestige or Blue Note or certain artists? What are you looking for right now that or keep your eye out for?
I like to well, Dizzy, I've been, you know, I I love this guy Dizzy Gillespie.
Mhm.
I actually got a 10-inch. I actually regret selling it. A 10-inch with an early Miles Davis on that record with Dizzy, and I think it was like 53, 54, something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I kicked myself, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I've had a
You
few
just can't. I can't have them all.
yeah, I when I first started collecting, I got a collection given to me by a friend, and there was classic rock. And what they did is her husband had just died, and they would dub the record to a cassette and then never play the record
Oh
again.
yeah, I have people
So
that do that.
there was like early Hendrix and Cream and Bob Marley and all these, and I basically I traded them away
Yeah,
for stuff that I wanted, that I thought, and now I'm just like, oh man, that was I should have
yeah,
kept that. But I mean, that's just part of the journey, I guess. Passing on
yeah,
that, yeah,
yeah. And you could kick yourself all day long, but you have to
indeed,
also think about the different things you got,
yeah, and I
in
got
place of them.
yeah, I had this. It was a second pressing of "Are You Experienced" that I traded for first pressing of Gong's "You" from '74.
Oh, right on,
Yeah, it
man.
was a really
Oh,
good album. I think it's a UK press, and
yeah,
so that was really cool, and so I don't regret that one at all. But it
yeah.
was
David Allen's awesome, man.
yeah, very
Oh,
cool. How many do you have? How many records in the background that are going in the like? Do you have a month or more than that waiting to put out, or are you? How
oh,
do you
and
decide what to put out? Like if you sell a bunch of jazz albums, you put a bunch more out, or how do
yeah.
you feel that?
So, as you said, the areas that get hit the most, which makes sense, is the new arrivals.
Mhm.
So if the jazz one gets hit, um, I had a guy that sells out of an antique mall in the Bay Area, s- and he bought a ton. And a week before, a guy out in Hawaii um, did the same thing. So then I have focus on that. I have
Okay.
focus on the jazz bit.
So they're buying
But
from
yeah,
you to resell?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Well, Hawaii, I
That's
haven't been. I've
expensive there.
actually had friends that've gone to some of or the shop in Maui, and I'm like, buy me some stickers or something like that.
Mhm.
I'll pay you back and I think they struggle to get records.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother ball game for those guys over
It
there.
has to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So when they come over here, they go to town. So
Huh.
actually, he bought 2 boxes worth of records from me. He had 2.5 boxes already in his car because I helped him carry one of the boxes to
Mm,
his car. So he was going to work.
yeah,
Yeah. So for
that's
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, Matt from Too Many Records, I interviewed him, I don't know, a month
Yeah.
and a half ago
I
or
still got
whatever.
to get down there.
It's a cool shop. Matt's a great
That's
guy.
cool.
He just went to Japan, and
Oh, yeah.
he says that he shipped it back, I think, over 200 records, and he figures that he paid up obviously, but he said the ability to find certain things over there that you can't find here, but he thinks he paid for his vacation while doing it. And I was like,
Oh,
man,
okay.
you get to dig while you're having a great vacation. He ate a bunch of good food, and he had a good time.
You can't beat, I mean, I'm assuming because I haven't been there, but it looks like you can't beat it. I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard that they have like different levels, like one level's one genre, and another level.
Right, right.
Oh my
And
goodness.
there's a lot of record stores from what I understand, and
Yeah.
they it seems pretty much everybody takes care of their records there,
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
know?
think there's what I've noticed anyway is that they're very strict with their grading guidelines.
Yeah, and
And they're the same as me. I use EX too.
oh, you
So
do? Okay,
I do the same as Japanese style. So
okay.
EX is part of my grading
Does that
strategy.
fall in between VG Plus and Near Mint, or where does the
Yes,
EX okay.
it does. Just because I think the VG Plus is as far as Discogs going, and my experience of buying some things on Discogs, they stretch that thing too far,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
I've only sold a few albums on Discogs. I think I have maybe 4 up there now, but I always try to grade conservatively and then mention, I mean, if it's a VG Plus copy, I'll put it down as a VG and say, "Hey, listen, that I'm,"
yeah,
'cause you don't want that stuff to come back on you, and
yeah,
it's a
yeah. I
headache.
mean, the so far I've had 3 or 4 orders come back on me. Unfortunately, 2 of them were Judas Priest records. They're jackets that are on the modern records right now.
Mm-hmm.
They seam split,
Uh,
and so collectors don't want that.
yeah.
And we use the best mailers you can get, top
Uh-huh.
of the line for a single, double. Even I have one that will do about 5 or 6 records.
Okay.
And but I've learned because of that to try to tape them down more,
Oh, okay. Keep them
to
from
have
sliding around.
less movement. But
Yeah.
the record's still moving inside the sleeve,
Yeah.
so it's
It is
nothing.
what I mean. If you ship enough records, which you do, you're gonna
Yeah,
have. There's just no way around it. You're just gonna have
I
some.
I sympathize because it drives me nuts too.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah. I'll pick up an album to resell, and the album's great, but it's got a seam split in it,
yeah.
or even just one. Luckily, a lot of them they're not split. The glue has just come
Mhm.
apart, so I can re-glue that little flap, and it's as good as new. Then
Well,
that.
some of these companies are putting 180-gram vinyl
Yeah.
in a very thin sleeve, and it just
And
pops
you
right.
get ring wear instantly with that
Yeah.
too.
So it's like,
Yeah,
come on, you guys aren't using the right stuff here
right.
for
Yeah.
this combination, and you see it all the time.
So we're just over an hour now, so I'm gonna let you go. I know you got things to do. What do you like to do when you're not messing with the records? Do you have any?
So when we talked last, when you were heading out, you're like, oh, I do, the YouTube thing,
Mm-hmm.
and 10 o'clock. I'm like, okay, because my friends weren't here the last couple weeks,
Okay.
but now they're back. Anyways, like disc golf. I go
Oh,
disc
okay.
golfing
That's right. I think you
every
mentioned to
Sunday
me.
morning, and so that's why this week I couldn't do the 10 a.m.
Okay.
So and I just enjoy the heck out of it.
Yeah,
It's
get a
so
good walk in.
it's fantastic. Totally stink, but
Yeah,
I
but
I have
still,
so
so
much
much
fun.
fun. Is there a good
Yeah.
course close to you there in Newport?
We have 3. So we
Oh,
have
wow.
two right here in Newport, and then one in Walport.
No kidding. So Walport,
So,
what is that? 15 miles? 10 miles?
yes, if that, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I love
So,
you.
and one of them lives down there, so it's only fair
Okay.
that once in a while
Going down there.
yeah,
Well, that's a good tradition, man.
yeah,
Sunday disc golf.
yeah.
Very
It's
cool.
really fun. I mean, gets me away from the grind of
Yeah, and
this.
you can get some steps in too, which is really good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that is the one thing I miss from my big box days.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm a truck driver and I don't get
Yeah,
enough steps in, and
yeah,
I appreciate,
yeah,
yeah, getting that in for sure.
yeah.
Awesome. Um, well, I apologize to the chat that I've been so delving into your mind, Brandon. I really
Oh
appreciate it.
no, it's cool, man.
But
Anytime, man.
okay, I
It's
will.
fun.
I'm gonna I'm gonna plan a trip here. Maybe next weekend if I don't work. Are you open next? Of course, you'll be open next Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Um,
Saturday's the day.
okay. And you're
Uh,
doing one Sunday a month, something like that?
I do at least one,
Okay.
and I have a couple regulars that work in jobs where, and I found this out later.
Mm-hmm.
They work in jobs where they just can't make it
Get away,
from my
sure.
Tuesday through Saturday. So I want to take care of them. And it
Yeah,
allows me to, as long as I don't have to see a collection, I can catch up on things.
that's cool.
Because
Right
it's
on.
my shop is small, so keeping that back area clean is a pain.
Okay.
So it's a
Yeah.
constant work.
How hard does it take you? How long does it take to get to the shop from where you live?
Oh man, this is the most beautiful thing. I'm like 0.8 miles.
Oh, fantastic,
It's
man.
it's awesome.
That's great. Man,
Yeah.
I live 2 miles from the yard where my truck is, and I gotta tell you, that time that I don't have to spend driving to work and back is just
Yeah.
such a benefit, such a
Yeah.
benefit.
It's
I mean,
fantastic.
you can close the door to your shop and just go crash at home if you want real quick. I mean, you'd be at home within 10 minutes, you could be laying on the couch listening
Oh
to
yeah.
something.
Even in the worst traffic, I just take the back
Yeah,
roads. Yeah,
that's cool.
it's totally awesome.
That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
one last question.
Yeah, man.
When was the last time you put your toes in the sand?
I try to go once a week, but I don't
Okay.
put my toes in the sand because it's friggin' cold.
Yeah.
Have you touched the water here?
Yeah, of course,
Dude.
I've surfed in it before, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
pretty
gotta have a
cool.
wetsuit.
Yeah, you do.
You
You
got
absolutely have to have a
it's
wetsuit.
you're
Yeah.
you're in 2 minutes, you're frozen.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have to get
I see some young kids out there on boogie boards,
yeah.
you
My
know, and
daughter's
you're a
yeah,
little tougher when
when
you're
you're
a
younger.
youngster,
Yeah.
but still,
It's
like,
frigid.
dang,
It
it's
really is.
yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
SoCal.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much again for taking the time, and, I'll reach out to you, before I come out next, make sure everything's copacetic,
All right, brother.
and we'll see you down the road. Appreciate it, man. Take
Thanks,
care,
man.
everybody. You bet.
Have a great day, and thanks for wearing the shirt.
Yeah, I love it. I wear it all the time, every week. I gotta get I'm next time I come out, I'm gonna grab a hat while I'm there.
Okay, cool.
Cool. All right,
All
bro.
right, have a good
Hey,
day,
you
man.
too. See you
All
later.
right, peace.